Hey, Sleepy Eepy, what's up? It's a culture detective here investigating your favorite. Oh my. Oh, damn. Damn. Athena, what are you doing here?
Detective, it's been so long since I've seen you in an album review.
Well, you know, aside from album reviews, I do other videos too. You can visit me in those videos if you want.
Alright, see you there then.
Good to see you too, though. Alright. So, Yeah, also, I want to say that my new video essay, my first official video essay, will be released like a couple hours later. So please stay tuned because, oh my god, I spent a lot of time on this video and I'm looking forward to making even more video essays from here on out. So today I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Yonezu Kenshi album, Lost Corner. J-pop artist, singer, songwriter Yonezu Kenshi. He is back with a new album. If you are a fan of J-pop, especially if you are a Japanese fan of J-pop, this guy is everywhere. He's super famous. You can't escape him. He's basically I wanted to say Taylor Swift, but I feel like that would be a little disrespectful to Yonezu Kenshi. He's not the Taylor Swift of Japan. He is not. But he is very famous, though. Let's get that clear. Also, it's been like 2 weeks or more since I've reviewed an album from Yonezu Kenshi. What am I saying? What am I saying? Slow down. It's been 2 weeks or more since I have made an album review. And again, while it is suspicious that I am stopping reviewing music, but indeed, I will be doing a mini album review video a couple days later to catch up with like 8 albums or something. Anyways, Yonezu Kenshi, you love him, you know him, he's back with a new album, Lost Corner. Ever since a few years ago, he released the track Lemon, which blew up, became a huge hit, and is referenced countless times again and again and again. Now, this album, Lost Corner, is 20 tracks long at 1 hour and 10 minutes long. And almost every single track on this album is attached to some sort of anime or commercial or a freaking PSA or something like that. So, a lot of the tracks here, a lot of singles here date back to 2 or even 3 years ago. And what's special about Yonezu Kenshi and what's unique about him is his voice. His voice is rough. But the issue here is that he has the same voice on every single track. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it just ruins the song. But I think the biggest glaring issue with this album isn't his voice, but it is actually the production and the songwriting. And by that I mean the style of the production. It's clean. And I think that is the most major issue of modern J-pop music is that it is too clean and sterile. And I don't know how it started. I'm not necessarily an expert in J-pop, but I've been noticing this trend even in the latest Ikuta Rida's solo album, where she released a bunch of songs prior to the Yoasobi era. The same happens. It's so clean, it's so sterile, it's so safe, and it so leans into this Japanese style of cleanliness that the song becomes boring. And there are great examples of non boring J pop out there, but unfortunately, a lot of mainstream J pop just sounds too clean. So, the first song I've listened to from the album is actually the track Kickback because I saw the anime Chainsaw Man. Look at Denji here. What is happening? I don't know. So Kickback is the OP, the opening theme to the anime Chainsaw Man, and it's a pretty fun song. We have some abrasive electronic percussion, rough vocals, they're raw and angular, the chorus is a banger, and the music video is freaking fantastic. One of the best music videos I've seen from last year or 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 years ago. And I really like the weird, quirky lyrics that literally make no sense. Like the refrain, "Doryok, mirai, a beautiful star, Doryok, mirai, a beautiful star," and also his mention of the 4443 carbonated water is very funny, in my opinion. Now, the first track on the entire album, Red Out, is a quick and nimble opening with speedy synths, funky bass, and it's kind of tacky and edgy, unfortunately. Couldn't really get into it. We also have the track Margarita plus Aina the End. Aina the Endo. And if you don't know this, last year I saw a film called Kirie no Uta, and the main character is played by Aina the End herself. So I already know a thing or two about her. And unfortunately, I have to say that Yonezu Kenshi and Aina the End don't have a lot of chemistry because both of their voices are equally rough and low pitched. And I also feel like this is another huge issue with the album, especially on this song, and that is the entire song sounds like it's built around a chorus. It's catchy in its core, but everything around the chorus just feels kind of hollow. The same way an ice cream truck tune is catchy, but it's just a tune. Following that, the track Pop Song is an electro swing song, which is the slipperiest of the slippery slopes in musical genres, with clowny pianos and trolly horns and gestury percussion, and it just does not sound good at all. And then Shinigami has the clicky percussion and the cool guitars, but it's trying to be very edgy and cool, but sounding too clean and sterile to really embody that coolness. Mainichi, or Every Day, is again too cleanly produced. It sounds like a freaking commercial. Actually, it is a commercial for Coca-Cola Japan's Georgia coffee. So, yes, it sounds like a commercial because it is, which explains why it sounds so safe. The track Lady is a lovey-dovey cutesy song with flaunty horns and blissful pianos, but again, I feel like the whole song is built around a same chorus. Yume Utsutsu or Daydream is a chill jazz song, and admittedly this is one of the better sounding songs on this album, but for some reason to me it feels more K-pop than J-pop. I feel like these chill jazz songs are very much inspired by that brand of cool, like Gen Z K-pop kind of vibe. Sayonara Mata Itsuka, and the English official title is just Sayonara. The instrumentals are very bare bones, and I do really love the nostalgic piano chords. It's very catchy, and I do somewhat like the song. But apparently the song is the theme song to a period TV show called The Tiger and Her Wings, which, judging by this image, I don't know how much this song matches this period. Then we have Tomare Mio, which literally means stop, look. And it sounds like it's another commercial song. In fact, I think it's like a PSA for road safety. We even have the dun dun dun, the train alarm. It's a cool little pop song, but it is basically a PSA. Lens Flare is another chill, laid-back song that is kind of forgettable. Tsuki wo Miteita, or I See the Moon, is an emotional ballad with marching drums. And I say this as this is one of the biggest pitfalls of Yonezu Kenshi, is that he can't do ballads. His voice is too rough, and the production is too sterile and basic for it to sound interesting, not at all. M87 or M87 is a song completely built around a chorus again, and the verses of this song sounds like the chorus to Sayonara. The track Pale Blue, another toned down chill song. Garakta is a theme song to a movie called Last Mile, and it's super epic, super dramatic, but then again, the clean sterile production does not hold up its epicness. Yellow Ghost, I think production wise, is one of the better tracks on the entire album. We have some peppy beats, and the watery synths go together really well. But musically, not that memorable. Post-Human, we have some reversed tones and muffled pianos. They're slightly experimental, just slightly. Chikyugi, which is one of the most popular and important songs on the track list because this song is the theme song to the latest Studio Ghibli film, The Boy and the Heron, aka How Do You Live? Jinsei wa do iki desu ka? Something like that. I just remembered it's Kimi tachi wa do ikiru desu ka? Japanese. um, and it while I have high respect for Studio Ghibli in this film, this song feels like a bit bland for being attached to something as highly esteemed as Studio Ghibli. Oh, I need to make a Studio Ghibli song, so I'm just gonna make it emotional and slow, I guess. But it just lacks the same magic as, say, Rondo of the House of Sunflower, you know. The title track on the album, I don't know why, but it's customary for a pop album's title track to be the most forgettable track on the album. Not to mention that it is the last track on the album, because the actual last track on the album, Ohio, sounds like an interlude, but it's not like the ending of the previous track leads into this track anyways, so it just came out of nowhere. You know, it's not like the ending of Kid A, where the ending actually feels justified. So yeah, I mean, why the hell am I even comparing this album to Kid A? So, unfortunately, this album's not for me. Either song structures too bare bones and loose, or his vocals do not match with what the song's going for, or the production is too clean and sterile for it to sound any more interesting at all. So I'm unfortunately giving this album a light 5 out of 10. So, have you listened to the new Yonezu Kenshi album? Comments below. Let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man. Ah.